Okay, welcome to Blown Highlights. This is another episode, which is not really an episode, another time, another show. We're here, we're back.
We're actually just testing our setup and our new lighting. It looks a little different. Does it look any better? But today we're just going to do a short video reacting to TikTok videos, which TikTok is kind of a new thing for both of us, really. But you got me into trying it out, and I've been putting out a couple videos on there. But we're going to be checking out, what are we checking out? Filmmaking.
Behind the scenes and things like that. So
yeah, like bigger production behind the scenes where you see like what's happening on camera and then what's actually happening.
And some smaller productions too. So don't forget to subscribe now.
Say what's up down in the comments. All right, so let's check this one out here.
What? That? Oh God.
What, Pedro, what are you looking at on here?
Girls,
Look
man.
At what it's recommended to you. That went straight to a porn site.
No. Let's start here.
All
right, so we have a woman in the corridor, a camera behind.
Really? He's on a shoulder mount, it looks like.
Yeah, it's left, right. Create tension, to create fear. She's in trouble. She's a woman.
Look at the focus pulling going on. It's going all over the place.
I'm so happy they did this, because this is very, very helpful for everybody that needs to have like shaky footage.
Yeah, it's not that great of a shot in my opinion, but it's interesting to see like literally POV behind, looking down the lens, you know.
It's
basically
geeky stuff.
All right,
next,
let's check out the next one.
Good. Okay, what is this? This says Under Armour commercial. Okay. So there's a woman running, there's a remote screen, so someone...
I've never used one of these remote screens like this, but I've never directed, so I guess it would make sense.
Oh, and he brings one of those wheels.
He's got one of those segways. For some reason, Bernie Sanders is up on the top. It's clever because he's riding forward on the Segway, shooting backwards with his whole crazy Steadicam setup, and super clean shot.
Yeah. Could you do this in a simpler way? I don't think so.
I could do that on a skateboard with my Ronin, not my Ronin, my Crane 2, and stabilized in post.
So you would push, go as long as you can.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess the speed part, that would be challenging.
And pushing with this big camera rig, and it's not...
Maybe a bicycle, a motorcycle, and I'm sitting on the back and you're riding.
Even a bicycle.
But kind of hard to film with that kind of setup.
A quad.
How about a drone?
Bang. It's not easy.
That's a freaking Air 2.
It's not easy
flying backwards down a path.
Just put that camera on a drone. So if you want that quality.
Oh yeah, of course not.
But we got the bicycle. We got the quad.
I think a motorcycle.
Yeah, you like motorcycles. Me too.
All right, let's check out the next one.
Okay, so...
Looks like he's sitting in a pig pen pit at a farm, and
it's raining.
They got a giant shower head.
Yeah.
And then like a fire hose.
This is another shot.
So he's got an umbrella over the whole camera. Instead of a boom operator, he's got a camera or an umbrella operator.
A giant umbrella.
I guess you have control over shoot day. Shoot day is this day at this time. It's happening. No matter
That's
what.
the main point. That's totally the main point.
That's where you're at the next level. You're not waiting for the right conditions. You make the right conditions.
You make them, of course.
I'm not quite there yet. All right.
What is this? So Filmmakers.
This is one of those like huge, crazy editing setups that you see the timeline afterwards. It's become kind of a trend to like show. It's like editing flex. Look how many clips are on my timeline.
God.
Look at that. That's like 20 tracks of sound design.
The title says something like City of Sound.
It's amazing what you can do with sound design, and honestly, I'm not that great at it.
The City of Sound.
Like, my sound design will be like 3 tracks maybe. This is pretty insane. It makes you feel the video if sound design's done right.
And because of the way we are recording, we are not really listening now. I don't know if we should reveal that.
Yeah, we can't even hear the sound design right now.
Maybe it's something
It might
crazy
be terrible.
or beautiful. We don't know.
It could be amazing. But I mean, I do know that's something that I've been trying to get better at. And when I do nail it, it literally makes the video twice.
I don't
good.
have any problem with finding the right sound because I do everything like a beatbox machine. I do everything with myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Since I was 3.
I mean, if you could, that would be the best way to do it. It'd save you a lot of time.
Ask me something.
Sit in the studio and
Ask
make
me something.
footsteps. That's like a horse.
I don't care, man. It's like symbolism, the mental synapse you have that you
How
recognize.
about a whoosh?
A whoosh, like a...
Transition.
Okay, 1 second.
Ooh.
I hope it's good because...
That's actually better than the whoosh that I use on...
Bro.
Let's check out another one.
Another one.
All right.
Animating
with
5K footage. Okay, the computer is...
Okay, this is another computer flex.
Yeah, it means what's happening here. It's difficult, 5K. Yeah.
Okay, and his whole house blows up.
This is kind of true.
After Effects. So yeah, he's in After Effects with 5K animation. Man, I don't even use After Effects that much. I've been wanting to learn more, but it's just so much fucking work. Like, I don't have the patience for it. Take this effect and attach it over to this one, and then like do a mask, and then you click that button, and then 3D it, and then it's so much.
I'm happy I don't have to
And
use
you need
it.
an amazing computer to even do it. So,
Otherwise, your house can explode.
yeah.
Which is, I believe this. I believe this video. I believe this video is real, to be honest.
Yeah, could be. All right, let's check out another one.
Okay, sneak peek of a coffee journey.
Yeah, I like these ones. These are like kind of
Okay.
like filmmaker porn right here.
This
Wow.
reminds me our friend Savelli.
Yeah, you know what's cool about these kinds of setups? Doing these really high level production on just a table in your bedroom.
It's something here that I don't think a brand would a real big brand would pay for this.
Really?
Would be happy with this.
I think it's amazing. It's literally falling. It's showing the entire
No,
process.
it
of the
is
coffee.
creative and yeah, but I think it's.
Yeah, and then the brand name comes on. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that. I think it's pretty impressive.
I think you would maybe coming up with the idea and all that. It's more difficult.
A year of my time learning product photography and videography, I could probably pull it off.
I
But
think
it's a lot of animation. It's a lot of After Effects, which I literally pull my hair out when I open After Effects without even doing anything. So
well,
the amount of post-production to do that in After Effects is absurd.
really depends on what you're doing, because if this is a real thing, if it's just not self-promotion work to show you can do something, you don't have to wear all the hats.
You know who Daniel Schiffer is?
No.
No? He's like one of the kind of top YouTubers for specifically product stuff like this. And he goes through and shows you exactly how you can do it. And he's like the most clever motherfucker. Like, in order to make stuff like this, here we got the leaf blower. In order to make stuff like this, the biggest part is being extremely clever. It's not like necessarily the gear or like, it's just thinking of like the idea and how to capture it. I tried to at that seminar. In fact, remember I tried to do I did a showing how to make like a kind of a product thing.
But you did that in 15 minutes, man.
On the fly with no planning. It was like for a drink, and it actually turned out okay.
But this takes 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
That's cool. Next. One shot. I wanted to show you this. The guy grabs the drone. I've seen this before.
So he's walking with it first, and then he lets go of it.
And now he grabs it again.
Uses it as a camera.
I don't know why he grabs it.
He can just point. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it would be easier just to... Because on an Inspire, there's actually... You can run it with 2 people. One person's controlling the camera, and the other person's controlling the flying of the drone. You can have 2 remotes. That's the beauty of the Inspires. You can have a 2-man team. So it seems like in this shot... He's flying by. The person controlling the camera can just turn the camera right at the guy. Can
you see any reason for the guy to grab the drone? So in the top now he's grabbing. Why? Because the drone doesn't like smoke? Maybe the guy would have a little bit of trouble finding the subject, and he knows the guy with the...
Exactly.
Knows where he is.
Yeah. I mean, it's really hard to nail shots like this.
Leaf blower.
Yeah. So I've done this. I did this at a real estate shoot. Let's just wait for it to pass.
Yeah, we'll be back after the leaf blower.
The thing that sucks is he does it every day too.
It's like the guy where I take my kid to play in a really nice playground in town. Instead of doing the fucking blowing when the kids are not there, he's just everybody's like stop.
So I did a shot not like, well, very similar to this. Matt actually showed me a video of them doing this, and so he wanted to try it. So we basically were flying in from a long distance away, right, to this house. Fucking leaf blower. This is a professional sound studio we're in right now too in Costa Rica.
This is a sound effect we're adding.
Yeah, this is all done in post. We're just testing out the, like ambiance in the background.
How would it sound if
we were actually in Costa Rica? There's got to be a leaf blower or a dog or a parrot.
And we have this theory that the leaf blower on the background will help the algorithm on YouTube.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so he's coming back. So as I was saying, flying in from a long distance away towards the house, right? And then comes down to the front door of the house, over somebody, grabs it from below, walks straight through the house. So it's like perfectly flying through the house, around corners, and then out the back patio. And then I took off again to fly away. So the final shot is a complete far out through the entire house and then flying away. Which you could maybe do if you were really freaking good at flying, but to like maneuver through a house and hallways like that is very difficult.
Did you were controlling it, or
Yeah, so right when I land, when they grab it, I turn the props off and he walks through, and then right when he's getting close,
you turn them off?
Yeah, right when he's getting close to the patio or wherever we launch again, I just turned them back on and took off. It took us like 3 or 4 times to get it right.
And here it gives the impression that
he's like fighting it a little bit.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool because it probably gives this tension.
I've used my drone as a camera because of the gimbal. Before I had a gimbal, and I had a drone, and I had the Phantom 4 that had like the landing gear. I could use as like handles, and I shot a music video just on my Phantom 4 using it as a gimbal before I had a gimbal.
If you had a TikTok account back then, you would post and you would be now commenting on commenting on that video.
Exactly like that too. It was that high of a production.
So next one. So here we have
camera on the gimbal, fancy car. Like how many shots of fancy cars can you really have?
How many times you've seen this type of thing?
Maybe we should do this, but like with the Costa Rica version.
Oh, let's do that.
Like some beat up, like one of those Suzuki trackers. We should remake a video, like a real high produced, like glitzy, fancy video, but with one.
But you know, I don't know what car you're talking. But we should go for the most mundane, and it shouldn't be too bad. Just like a car, like a Hyundai.
Just a car.
Lights, ARRI lights.
Holy crap! Look at that.
This is what we needed here, Carlos. To just blast.
So by the way, my light stand broke earlier. Just putting the leg out. This freaking thing. You need Hercules to bring it up.
Well,
just a couple of lights. It says. That's like brighter. That'll contend with the sun right there.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of like big lights, but I've never seen something like with this kind of thing to go up. I've seen the first one, but
it's got sandbags on there too.
Do they need
probably
sandbags?
Like cement sandbags,
or just some dark matter or whatever?
Yeah, it looks like it just has one sandbag on it. Is that a joke? Look at that.
Yeah,
just toss a sandbag on this giant rig. All right, let's check out another one.
Okay, so
I like
these are cool.
These are cool. It's just like one continuous shot.
Late night.
Opens up. Man, this is very coordinated. Lots of practice to coordinate the movement. What the fun are you
doing tonight? Oh man, this is bad.
So they pull off that. So they had that on the table. Somebody throws the tablecloth over it. They pull the set away. They have another set behind. That's a pretty simple setup.
That set should be on wheels.
But look at that. He's even got dolly set up and everything. Like just this whole setup right there, that take you all day just to get that one shot.
I don't like this.
I think it was meant to look not seamless, like it was like it's made to look a little bit rough, because that's like a look, you know. Just to see the amount of crap set up just for this one few second shot is pretty crazy. Here's another of these timeline flex. I'm gonna start doing timeline flexes of my 2-track timelines.
Sure, and then
and the video is gonna look exactly the same. I swear to God, it's gonna look the same as that, and there's only gonna be 2 to 3 tracks. I think they just duplicated their first tracks, and they just like line it all up.
This is copy
just
paste.
for the. All right.
Okay,
so
here we go.
We got another Steadicam. So I like seeing these where they have the guy supporting the Steadicam.
What is he supporting?
Guy.
Is he supporting what?
He's holding him and guiding him, basically, so he doesn't have to look at, like if he's about to run into a wall, or like
even the steps.
This is something I have a problem with all the time when I'm just running my gimbal by myself and trying to do a complicated movement. I'm always just like lightly bumping into something, which ruins the shot. You know, you just barely brush up against something and the camera turns. But imagine having somebody behind you, like kind of like guiding you.
This is so difficult. This is the 34th take they're doing.
What does it say? 34th take?
On his t-shirt, man.
What?
Pay attention.
It says 34th take
on
his t-shirt? 34.
Next time he will have another t-shirt. 35.
Oh.
I don't like...
change his t-shirt every time?
Of course. I don't like what he's doing with his turning around. Look at this on top. What is that?
It's eye candy.
Flexing.
It's eye candy. I just had that in my latest video that I just showed you earlier today, the wedding video. I did a vortex spin shot. I don't do it very often.
Like this?
Not exactly like that.
This is too much.
Mine was just going straight, going right towards something.
But
it really, like, just if you just sprinkle in one of those shots, this one's a little bit too much for me as well. But you just sprinkle in these shots that, I mean, it's just making the viewer see something that they've never seen before.
I understand that, but
which is
this
cool.
one, I think if you just pay attention to the top, so which is the final result, it kind of makes me puke, to be honest.
It's Filmmaker Flex.
Look at that,
Filmmaker Flex.
Oh man, it's annoying. It's like, I'm going to regurgitate. Whoa.
Oh, so this spot right here in LA, the LA River, I've shot here my first video actually I did on YouTube. We did a shot here. But this is like, if you're a filmmaker in LA, like you have to go, like this is like Filmmaker Flex again in LA. You go, you bring a car down there, or like somebody's skateboarding or whatever. There's just so many shots in that same exact place.
This is kind of reminds me Terminator.
Terminator was filmed in the LA River.
Reminds me a lot of skateboard.
A lot of
stunts,
skateboard videos are filmed there too.
Yeah,
it's funny. It's called the LA River, but there's literally just a trickle going down the middle. Like it's not really a river.
On the other hand, we have another guy with the gimbal.
Well, I'm getting dizzy just staring at this.
That's what I'm saying. You see?
It's no.
That's
you know
why
what
I
it
have
is?
my
It's
shades.
TikTok does this to me. There's so many fucking cuts in TikTok. It's like an aneurysm. It's gonna give me a seizure or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Cables.
That's cool.
I want to do that. It looks fun.
Well, I like to see it. It's funny that this all seems just like flexing stuff. It doesn't look like this is for a reason. But maybe I'm wrong.
There's a lot of productions out there that you don't see.
That's true. Commercials for Saudi Arabia.
Commercials for everything. Well, I think we've seen enough here. I'm starting to get
do
dizzy and a little nauseous on this TikTok. One last one.
Last one. Okay. Whoa.
This one's gonna really make me puke.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Oh, now super slow motion. Sometimes this thing is just exterior and doesn't bring me to...
Wow, look at that freaking setup. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, TikTok is nasty, man. TikTok is...
That's enough TikTok for one setting. Speaking of TikTok, though, we need to make some more TikToks.
Yeah, we need. It's something we really need. So, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comments if you think this setup looks better, because we spent all day working on it.
All morning.
Which
is kind of sad to say this because this is quite simple.
But it's a lot better. Go look at the last video. It was all yellow and like it just, I don't know. It didn't look good. This I think looks a lot better. But we're gonna keep working on it. But thank you guys, and we'll see you guys
soon.
The next episode.
Bye bye.